keeps us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Ooh, my tummy is growling. My tummy's going grrr. Just did it again. Just doing my sharing. I want to share them more, but to sit here for 5 minutes. One more share. I'm going to put it in WhatsApp. That one, okay. All right. We're back. Okay. It's good to see you. Hi, Ingrid. So, I was going to go get my hair cut today, but we don't have the money. I have the money. So, yeah, that sucks. But you know what? Good. Why? Because what it does is that presents a challenge in my life. Okay, I don't have money for a haircut. What am I going to do about it? Okay. Who knows? I'll go ask my daughter. Maybe she'll cut my hair. Not sure. She cuts my son's hair. But it's not really the same. I don't know. I'm very particular about my hair, and I don't, if somebody's shaving it all off, I don't mind, but, All right. Oh, hello. We have a guest today. He's already purring. I call that the pre-purr. Pre-purr. Where'd you get those creepers? Ow! Jackhole. Welcome to the Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. I'm going to... cardiologist. Choir concert. Fun. Flu. Boo. I've been feeling a little stuffed up, but I think it's allergies. So, if you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. No matter what it is, I hope you start feeling better, hon. Flu has been going around. It was no fun. I had it for a week and a half. No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't even want to talk about it. Let's just get started. Never give up. I came up with this topic because, number one, it kind of coincides with the reading. But oh, okay. Yeah. I hope I'm not sick. I don't feel sick. Okay. All right. This started because yesterday I had posted something to somebody. Anyway, let's just get it done. The executive director of the Pueblo Rescue Mission has a heck of a story. Her sister died of drugs, and now she's the executive director. And I love the Pueblo Rescue Mission. They do more for Colorado and the homeless than any other company. And she is going to be coming on the podcast. No questions asked, man. All I did was ask her. She said, sign me up. I'm like, great. Let's do this, man. Been getting emails from people that I need emails from, and you know, for every failure, for every thing in your life that feels wrong, there is something coming. Okay, I was just listening to. It's funny because people kept saying, "Do what Jocko says. Do what Jocko says." I'm like, who the frick is this Jocko? I finally heard him today. I'm like, oh, he's an ex-marine or something. I'm presuming, but he said that he used to have this subordinate, and what they would do is come to them with a lot of their problems, and he'd tell them, he'd tell them the problem, and every time he would finish, he'd tell the guy, good, good, and the guys came to tell him a problem. He's like, I was going to tell you what the problem was, but I already know what you're going to say. You're just going to say good. And I get this concept, okay? And the concept is just because, you know, just because something didn't happen doesn't mean that it's wrong, okay? There's good in everything that happens. Let's say you didn't get the job that you wanted. Well, good, then you can focus your energy on something else. See? And that's the type of thinking that we do need to have. Okay. All right. That's what happened. We're going to have a lot of setbacks in life, and we're going to need to not necessarily deal with them. Okay. Dealing with them involves emotion, but to work with them. Okay. Kind of like today, I can either mope that I don't have enough money for a haircut, or I can get some things done. Well, good. I can't go get a haircut. I can focus on something else. Okay. Clearly, there's a different plan. Clearly, there's a different plan. I know that God has something else planned. Okay. I don't know what it is. I don't need to know what it is. I will find out eventually, right? In the meantime, that relieves me of my burden so I can focus on what's important, right? Um, and I've been learning that lesson for years, man. It is so easy, especially when there's, especially when you have, crap talkers in your life. You know, sometimes there's people that just talk crap. And I have some of those, and it's because, long story short, they're doing things that they shouldn't. They know I know, so they fear. There's fear there. I don't know. They don't fear me. They fear the situation. Okay. It has nothing to do with me. But I'm going to tell you something. They give me a lot of power. A lot of power I didn't earn, nor do I deserve. I don't abuse it. Okay. I mean, I will make up an event and they will copy it. What does that mean? That means I have the power to put on an event without lifting a finger. See? Good. They copied me. Good. Good. It got done. I can't look at it in other ways because that's going to fuck me up. That's going to mess up my head. It's going to lead to anger. I've been on a big Star Wars trip. So anger, fear, resentment, these all lead to the dark side. Okay. And for us, the dark side is death. The dark side is death. I've literally had people telling me since I started all this that I wasn't going to make it. I said, no, dear. They're like, your podcast, it's really not gonna do anything. A lot of people told me that I wouldn't be able to open up a club. Okay. A lot of people, let's just say I've had a lot of naysayers in my life. Okay. Well, I don't hang out with those people. No. See, you got to have friends in your life that when you write them with good news, they celebrate it with you. Yeah. Right. Well, the executive director of the Pueblo Rescue Mission coming on is a big deal for me. She's a big name here in what we do. Okay, and she just jumped right on. What does that mean? It means she knows who I am. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Okay, but everybody has seen my consistency now. They see that I don't give up. That when things get hard, I muster my courage and I walk through it, man. Cheerfully. That really pisses him off. God, look at him being all happy during crisis. I hate those people. Be that person, man. Be that person. Now, to do that every day is going to be impossible. I'm not like that every day. I certainly have my better days than I do, you know. And you guys know, you see me every day. I'm here every day. Okay. A lot of people know this is my Tuesday shirt. Okay. I have certain shirts for certain days because of people, right? Tuesday is Amber's day. And so I wear her shirt on that day. Okay. Thursdays, not Thursdays, sometimes Wednesdays and Saturdays, I might wear my Purple Rain shirt. Okay. In fact, I think we should just, it'd be so funny. We all got Purple Rain shirts and went to a Zoom meeting. Well, all right, all right. Probably the third best soundtrack in the world. Well, let's give it that, right? Man, people are coming on and leaving. I don't know why. I'm being pretty positive today, man. All right. They don't like my face. I don't like your face. Your face, it bothers me. Let's get to the reading. I'm reading out of A Day at a Time. This is Hazelden literature. I like this one because it mixes it up. Daily Reflections does we're in the 12th month, so they're only focused on step 12 and tradition 12. I can only talk on that so much, so got to switch it up a little bit here. December 19th, reflection for the day. The program teaches me to work for progress, not perfection. Okay. No, that's not what it is. That's not what the book says. Mm-mm. What the book says is that we claim spiritual progress rather than spiritual perfection. This is wrong. Okay. That's a much different line. Okay. I am striving for perfection. I want to be in the image of God. That is how I stay in God's will. Am I perfect? Fuck no. That's the progress. And that's where the fun is. That's where the never give up is. Progress is statements of never giving up. Okay? And you're going to progress through the rest of your life, and it won't matter how much time you have in recovery. Time in recovery does not matter. Nope. Why? Because all we have is today. That's it. I've been sober 7.5 years, but all I have is today. See, it doesn't matter. Okay? I'd much rather have a good program with less time than be miserable with a lot of time. You bet your ass. I'd rather be a newcomer and be happy. Yeah. Wouldn't you? Okay. So that was the first line. The simple admonition gives me great comfort, for it represents a primary way in which my life today is so different from what it used to be. In my former life, perfection, for all its impossibility, was so often my number one goal. Today, I can believe that if I sometimes fail, I'm not a failure. Oh, I'm going to tell you why you failed. Because you tried. Because you tried. At least you tried. Okay? Most people don't. Like the fourth step. 80% of people, a lot of people don't do it. Okay? I have respect for people that even try. Okay? I mean, with his sponsee today, he's like, "Oh, I want to get on the fourth step. I want to get on for it. I'm so happy to do it for you. I'm gonna make it hurt. It's gotta hurt. You gotta be happy about this shit. You gotta be a little upset that you fuck these people. We'll get to it, right? It's his enthusiasm. I love him. I do. I've never had a sponsee be so eager for the fourth step. So I'm curious to see how it goes. Because my my fourth step there, I mean, we're talking 15 less. I mean, I am. Anyway, today I can believe that if I fail, I'm not a failure. And if I sometimes make mistakes, I'm not a mistake. No, you're not a mistake. You, everything, you were born intentionally. God was like, boop, boop. Or maybe we get to pick our parents. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I don't remember. I was there, but I don't remember. Okay. I'm not privy to that information. So we are not mistakes. In fact, the more mistakes you make, the more courage you're going to have. So fail often. Do you know how much I have failed just to get to this point? Do you know how many ideas, do you know how many things I have been through to get to the point where I'm just opening up a club and doing podcasts? I had to find my realm, man. And it took me a long time because there's nothing out there for somebody like me. I had to create my own stuff. Okay. Even Adams County, I created my own job over there. Okay. God allows me to do that stuff. Okay. And it's neat that I get to do that. But the flip side is I don't have money for a haircut. So, okay. And I'm not bitching about it. I'm just using it as an example. And I can apply those same beliefs to the program's 12 steps as I do to my entire life. Do I believe that only step one can be practiced with perfection and that the remaining steps represent perfect ideals? I'm not totally agreeing with this one. Okay. Um, can step one be practiced with perfection? Well, yeah, sure. So could step two. Okay. It is what it is, right? Now, that doesn't mean that they're wrong. It's just that that wasn't my experience, if that makes sense. Okay. See, my experience isn't the only one. So, yeah. Today, I pray, God, teach me to abandon my erstwhile goal of superhuman perfection in everything I did or said. Okay, now I get it. I cannot be a superhero and try and save everybody. Now we're talking something different. Okay, now I get what they're saying. Hey, I'm open minded. I can be wrong. That's why I do this. See, I was wrong. Oh no. So what? Okay, now I get it. I guess I'm just thinking of perfection as something different. Now, if I went back to perfection when I was drinking, this would make a lot more sense. But I just don't think that way anymore. And that's why I didn't get it. Right over my head. See? Doesn't matter. I've been around this program for 34 years. Doesn't matter how long you've been here, you still learn. God, teach me to. I now know that I was actually bent on failure because I could never attain those impossible heights I had established for myself. Now that I understand this pattern, may I no longer program my own failures. Yeah, we constantly set ourselves up to drink. It's what we call the vicious cycle or insanity. Insanity. Today I'll remember I may strive to be a super person, but not a super person. Yeah. Okay. Yay. Yay. Dion figured it out. Ingrid, I'm going to a different noon meeting today. And I think you would actually enjoy it. I know you probably can't go today, but I think you might want to check it out with me sometime. Okay. I think you'd fit in great in this group. It's a little bit smaller. It's got men and women in it. Okay. And I think you'd fit great. I really do. So I'm going to send you that information. I know you can't probably today, but awesome. Okay. All right. I love you all. I really do. All right. Good to see you, Chris. I was wondering who else was hanging out. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I love you. Peace out and have a day. Bye bye.